My name is Abhijit Tambe. I am a musician. I do a lot of things with sound and audio. That's what I like to do. I also enjoy sound art and that installation space. The last couple of years, I have been going around the city recording quite a few sounds. And also I've been very interested in conversations and oral histories and things like that.
My favorite example is Bangalore can never have civic.
Black Box is the name of this project that I do. Under that name, I put out a lot of sound installations in Bangalore. Rohan from Peter Cat Recording Company saw that and he asked me whether I could actually do something performative, but from that space. But I always thought what would it be like if it wasn't me that was playing it, but like if it was sort of shaped and it was more approachable and anyone could play it. So you literally have this sort of interaction between a band on stage and someone from the audience or many people from the audience. That was what I wanted to try out. I needed musicians over here who'd be open-minded for this thing that we have in mind, which is that the audience is going to be able to, at times, interact with the music. So we have Sulk Station.
I'm Tanvi and I sing and I play the keyboard.
I'm Rahul, I'm the producer, I play the laptop. We're trying to work towards a performance which is not just a straight up regular gig.
We have Lifafa, which is basically Suryakant's side project.
It's a louder sound in one sense, it's more dancier, it's more drony and it's playing with newer elements. I'm basically part of like this armada of artists who are going to be receiving manipulated signals from the audience.
We have Suman Sridhar. She's a great songwriter and a singer. And she has a very intuitive sense of actually creating music. I don't know what's the best way to describe it. I just think she's full of talent. There is Vandana Menon. She's a filmmaker and a VJ.
I'm doing the visuals for it and also collaboratively trying to figure out what kind of stage to build because I don't want to play in flat screen or anything, so we're trying to figure out an interactive, immersive sort of thing.
We have Vivek Chokkalingam, who's a sculptor, an artist and a designer.
I'm going to create the physical objects that people would interact with, and through that music is going to be generated.
We've got Ankit Daftari. He's good with electronics and sensors.
My work involves taking electronics, mashing it up with other hardware and software to make creative and cool, fun objects.
I knew it was going to have to do with Bangalore, but why Invisible City? It's just because I'm reading a book right now by Calvino called Invisible Cities. It's given me so many ways of looking at what it means to be living in a city.
Bangalore as a city has tons of layers to it, so there are things that we wouldn't even look at or we pass by every day and we don't really look at it because we're so used to it. So sort of pinpointing things that interest us.
So first we'll brainstorm on what objects we want to build that have special meaning to the city.
You're imagining this sort of a playground scene. Before the show starts, it's like you play with the objects. And
that could actually get the audience familiar with the object itself so that maybe it becomes easier to anticipate during the performance.
Instead of giving them instructions or making it very obvious about what is happening, it can be just like a series of accidents and we just sit on it and walk.
These objects have landed from Mars. Having a brand on board that's willing to actually invest in this kind of effort and not interfere with the artistic process is precious, and I'm quite glad that Budweiser is doing it.
Their brief is pretty open. It gives us a lot of space to play around.
You don't have a lot of that in the art scene these days. That's what Budweiser's helped us do, basically.
It's pretty cool that Budweiser is putting together some sort of a unique, off-center event. Let's see how people react to it.
I think for sure it's going to be fun. But if the audience gets a taste of what it means to actually also play back and not just be silent consumers of the music, but get up and actually start, doing something, playing and making sounds, what's that going to be like?